I think we're live now. Okay. So let's say good morning to everybody. Well, it's afternoon here. It is noon on the nose here. But happy Wednesday to everybody. How's that? Bear's in the house. Chubby Hubby was here or is here. Hopefully he's still here. Rufo was going to grab a tool real quick and he'd be right back. Who else? Oh, he is back. And Jeff from J&V Rock Hounding is here saying hello to everyone. Spot, you almost snuck past me there, Spot, with your little Spot hello. I did a funny thing. And you guys are the reason. You're to blame. You were the influence. So last week, in case you missed it, and in order to give people time to get here, hi Brian, I'll retell the story just a little bit. So my youngest one is terrible about going upstairs to start the tumbler for me and then forgetting to start it, going up there, putting the barrels on the tumbler and turning around and walking away. Cynthia, good morning or afternoon. Happy Wednesday. You're my boy, Blue. Bear, I can't read that not right. I've honestly wondered if my Blue Jay was here the other day, so went out and put a bunch of peanuts. So we'll see if we can catch old Blue in the middle of his travels. Okay, so anyway, my youngest one is terrible about forgetting to start the tumbler. Angie! And I set my oldest one up this time to start it, and he did the same thing. Went up there, forgot to start it, so the tumbler sat there for a whole week and didn't do anything. And when my youngest one went up to get it and we realized that my oldest one forgot to start it, my youngest one was getting a little chuckle out of that. He was like, ha ha ha, this time it wasn't me. And he took him up this time and he came back down and sat down and I was like, did you start the tumbler? And he was like, I'll be right back. And he ran upstairs to start. So you guys said, make a sign. And I did just that. I hope you guys are going to be able to see it on this screen because it's kind of a fluorescent green. See if we can get the... So what's happened here on accident too, by the way, is it says, do not forget to start the tumbler. One sign on each step as you're going up. But what's fascinating to me is that if you read it backwards, like Yoda, it says, tumbler the start to forget not do. One more time, just for fun. Tumbler the start to forget not to. Yeah. How funny is that? Yeah. I did. I made the sign. Yes. It works both ways, which is incredible. I love it. Hey, Andrew. Oh, yes. I love it. Aw. Yeah, the Blue Jay's kind of mean too, Rufo. That's kind of why I like to have him around. He chases the neighbor's cats out of my yard. And then they quit crapping in my garden. So I don't mind old Blue. I'll give him some peanuts. It's a win-win friendship. Right on. We're all showing our birds some love in the chat here. I love that. Bird love. Love the birds too. How's everybody doing today, by the way? It was super beautiful Monday and Tuesday while I was at work. And now it snowed like little snow pellets last night, and it's threatening to do that again all day today. So nothing better to do than to hang out inside and work on projects and show you guys some rocks real quick. I don't have a lot going on. As you could probably hear, I'm a little bit under the weather. And I did work a lot, and so I didn't, what bit of time I did have, excuse me, off work, I did not get to do anything. I didn't do anything rock related. It was horrible. So I don't have a whole lot new to talk with you guys about today, but I do have a few things in mind. A neon sign that's wired and stays on until you start the tumbler. I agree, Bear. Or like I say, hook that puppy up to a foghorn or a buzzer of some kind. That would really motivate them, because when I'm cooking and the oven buzzer goes off, they're like, Mom, if they're gaming in the middle of a game, Mom, are you going to get that? Mom, are you going to get that? Like, it drives them insane. They can't stand that buzz. So yeah, a neon sign or a buzzing sort of sound would really motivate them to make sure they got that tumbler started. I think this, you know, poke at them might really help as well, but that's possible, Cynthia, I suppose. She says she's been polishing that little coral ball that my kid cut the other day. It's been a minute now, I guess, and then it looks like the center might be some kind of metal. Again, I don't know where those came from. I found those in the Sherman stuff. Did he, you know, where did he get them? I have no idea. But yeah, I've still got one here too. In fact, let me show you guys real quick so you know what she's talking about. Do the focus. Do. There it is. So it's got like little Botryoidal balls inside of it. And then these like neat little, almost like saginetic pins on the outside of it. Here's the other side. I bet that inside does take a heck of a polish. You know, now that I think about it too, when I'm reading Bear's comment, when I polish things like septarian nodules and stuff, oftentimes like the aragonite, which is a lot of times kind of that color and does that kind of veining through my rocks, that'll take a little higher polish than the rest of stuff, which almost gives it kind of a metally look. When I'm reading Bear's comment again. Bear, cut it out. Or don't cut it out, because I appreciate you. I just can't read your comments, I don't think, to the general public. If you want to know what Bear is saying, please read the live chat replay later. I wonder if that's just what's going on in there, is that's going to take a higher polish, and because it's so darker than the rest of the material inside it, it almost kind of looks metally, if that's what's happening. It could be, and it could be metal, I don't know. I don't know much about those. Except I know Grandma wants this one. Grandma Belinda does. So that's in her box. And what else is going on in the chat? When did you turn 52, Angie? Just recently? You guys are awesome. Just the other day then. Happy birthday, Angie. Another rotation around the sun. May this one be awesome. My chair's gonna make the noise. Oh, it didn't. That wasn't too bad. So, before Karen gets here, if she's not here lurking already, I've been putting together a thing to send to Karen. And in the midst of that, I've found some really weird stuff in some of my rocks that I have no idea what to think of. So I have all kinds of stuff, like really weird stuff that I don't know what to think of that we could look at. I want to show you guys real quick kind of the gist of what I've got put together for Karen too so far. And then please, you guys, make suggestions. If I am forgetting to send something that you would like Karen to look at underneath of the microscope, please let me know. I'm reading the chat. Hi, son.
Hello. Hi, babies.
Okay, so I'm not going to show you every single thing that I have pulled out for Karen because I don't want to blow the surprise. But I've got, this is filthy too, but I've got some little quartzes and some smokies and stuff that maybe she could play with on the faceting. Maybe not. I don't know what makes good faceting stuff. There's some other stuff here like that. A little bit of fire. And I don't know what those are, but again, maybe she could fasten those. Okay. Shh, don't tell her. Don't tell her. The good old Montucky and a little bit of barrel. I call it the Montucky as if you guys know what it is. You know what it is, right? It's sapphires, right? Okay. And some of this stuff just made me smile. I hope it will do the same for her. Spoilers, I know, but she's gonna give you guys a better look at some of this stuff. So you guys, you know, I mean, she can light those up under the UV if she wants. She can just, you know, keep them for herself or whatever, right? But she'll give you a better look as when she gets her package, I'm sure. I've got a tumble piece that she had commented that she liked. Don't tell her, don't tell her, shh, don't tell her. Okay. I have some of my bigger friends here that I'd like Karen to meet. Good, I hope she will. Bear says she's gonna facet the crap out of those. Here is a big piece of, let me see if I can think of the name of it. Belemite? Big belemite chunk, and it's like all crystally in there. This one was interesting to me. This is a little coral fossil, but he's got some kind of a little buddy hanging out right there. And I don't know what that's all about. Is that part of him? I don't know. Karen can have a look at him. There's a little coral in Host Rock. She'll, I'm sure, get a kick out of him, right? This little guy, he makes me delighted. Who is he? I don't even know who he is. Here are many little friends. Get my face out of the way. Okay, somebody's talking more about, mine is the 28th. Really, Jeff? I'm not prepared today. chunk? Looks like it's right up Karen's alley, doesn't it? Again, she's going to be able to get us in on some of this stuff. Like in it. Is it poop? I don't think so, but I don't know. I do have some pieces that I do wonder that about. That I'll, you know, have her look at. Here's a neat one. Hi, Sandmaker. It's not fair that you guys can't see me smiling while we're looking at this. Ooh. So many critters. And things. Heck no, I don't think so. It's more like sandstone, Angie. This is quite a soft piece. That's a good, I've thought about that, Bear, and I've got some pieces that are pretty flat that I didn't cut that we could look at. So yeah, I will make that a thing. Let's see, I put one of these in here. Can we get in on this? Little crinoid bits in there. See, these are beautiful. I think they're beautiful. And I run some of those through the tumbler. And those little bits are there. Here's a little crinoid guy. Hello, friends. Everybody's chatting now. Can't see. Hide my face. It'll focus. There it is. How cool is that? And there's more little friends in that rock too. He's just the one that really pops out. So many tiny little crinoids. Yeah, we'll look at him real quick too. There might be a little bryozoan bit right there. Do you see it, like shaped like a Y? I always call everything corals, but that might be a little bryozoan bit. Yeah, so it's just a few of them. We didn't look at all of everything I've got there for her, but that's a good start. And then I'm going to send her a piece of this as well. I just haven't decided which piece yet. Oh, there she is. Hey, Karen. We're just discussing what we should put in a package if we're going to send a package to you, what we'd like to see under the microscope. So if you have any suggestions, please put it in the chat so I can get it in a box for you. Awesome, Jeff. If you guys can think of anything throughout the entire time of Prairie Girl Rocks that you thought, gee, that'd be neat under a microscope, and I'm not thinking about it, we need to know. We need to know. There's the other kid. I was just wondering about him.
Hi.
Hi there.
Nothing.
Oh.
Awesome, Jeff. Yeah, Bear, already thought about that. Thank you. For sure. For sure, for sure.
Can I have one of these chocolate egg things, Mom?
Yeah, you can, sweetie. Yep, for sure. Just want to find something that's going to be stimulating under the scope, for sure. Oh, bummer, Andrew. Oh, I will put cool stuff in there, Karen, for sure. So I think we should turn around and look at some weird things that I've kind of gathered on the side as I've been going through finding weird stuff to send to Karen.
Nothing.
It's okay, Karen, that you missed the beginning. It's okay. We haven't done anything exciting yet. Except this, which might be about to be funny.
What's that?
It's your sign.
Oh.
Oh. You don't know what the sign is? Yeah. I can't believe you're eating A1 and crackers for lunch.
Come on. It's a good combo.
Is it though?
Does anybody in your comment section agree with me that A1 sauce on crackers, Ritz crackers, is really good? Have they tried it? You want to try it?
No, I don't. Thank you very much. Anybody in the comments tried A1 dumped on a Ritz cracker? I mean, I'd like to eat that on meat. Stop eating all my expensive A1 on the crackers. It's very good. Are you serious, Bear?
Good boy, Bear. Yes. Thank you, Bear.
No, man. And then Chubby Hubby said he puts Heinz 57 sauce on his crackers, but to each his own. A1 sounds good. Oh my God, Sandmaker puts soy sauce on crackers.
It's all right.
Mom, there's food here. I don't. He eats it just because A1 is like $8 a bottle. That's why he eats that. I swear. And that way, when I go to even just have a hamburger steak, let alone a real steak, there'll be no A1 in the house. Yeah, it just doesn't look real good to me. Like, oh. And that's my mom, by the way. Everybody say hi, Mom. Oh, goodness gracious.
Ask Grandma
Ask Grandma what?
if she likes A1 sauce on
She
crackers.
said I should feed you.
Oh, man.
Oh, Lord, you guys. Actually, the camera isn't doing too terrible this way, so I'm just going to show you some of my weird friends this way. Who's that, you guys? Do you see him in there? There might be some more of him up here even too, but who is that? Does anybody know who that is? Free range children are cheaper. Anybody know who that guy is?
You got a new person or what?
No, I've got a buddy, a little friend in this fossil rock here, and I just wondered if anybody knows if it's a plant or an animal plant or a. Maybe I'm holding him the wrong way. Even maybe he goes. Is it a gnome? Looks like a banana.
I know.
What are you eating?
Cup noodle.
Oh, see, I told you there was stuff to eat in here.
Microwaved A1 sauce and crackers.
Microwave day one and crackers. Is it a beep boop? Yeah, I don't know. Kind of on the same note, is this a thing? Is this a thing? If so, does anybody know what thing it is? Well, Spot says, Spot says, with the pointy end up, it's a duck. And Spot, you know, everything in this universe is either a duck or not a duck, but I think this is not a duck.
Oh, man.
Is this a thing? Look, it's got some like stripies. It's like outlined in this black. Kind of does the same thing on both sides with this like up thing. Is it just a like chert or just a jasper or something? It needs cutting to know. I can promise you that this is going to be extremely hard to cut. I've tried cutting that material before, and it's not fun. Is this a thing up here? I polished a little bit of it. I did see the silhouette on that too, Spot. Cut a thing, kind of like dissection to see clearly and figure out what it is. Sometimes a little polishy helps too, but in this case, I'm not real sure that helped me. Because I wouldn't know a C thing. Again, so they just made a point, you know, sometimes to have a good look inside of something is helpful. I mean, is that a thing? Or just a quartz? Hey, son. Is my clock right? Would you run up there and set it?
It doesn't click anymore, does it?
Is it right? What time is it supposed to be?
12:31. You could look on the Chromebook.
Yeah, it's fast by like how much?
I don't think it works, Mom.
Excuse me, goodness gracious. Yes, it does. What time does it say it is right now?
It?
Yeah.
It's like 1.
It says it's almost 1:45, right? It should be closer to.
It probably wasn't set for daylight savings.
It was. It just got set like super fast. And I like it to be a little fast because that encourages me to get out the door on time, but maybe not like a whole 10.5 minutes fast. So you put it.
Wow.
Wow, what? What? What?
Did you do this?
Yes, I did.
I mean this.
No, I didn't mess up the clock. So, what's it say?
Tumblr the start to forget not to.
Read it louder. What's it say?
Do not forget to start the Tumblr.
And what else does it say?
Tumblr the start to forget not do.
What are you gonna not forget to do?
The Tumblr.
You can leave the clock alone. It's fine. I just wanted you to get up there and see that. Wow. Excuse me really quick. Yeah. He found his sign. Exactly, Angie. Jeff, I clicked on your video the other night and I fell asleep. It was very, very late. Ooh, look how super sparkly it is right here. Will it pick it up? And like I say, I've been under the weather a little, so I was glad to get some sleep because sometimes when I try to sleep, I can't right now. We would love to get what under the microscope? Something Jeff has. Thank you, Angie. Where do you use that wrench? Anyway, what is this, guys? Just quartz? I mean, this is local, like, crap. If I put him in some acid, that would go away, but is it just quartz? Or was it a critter? It's pretty, whatever it is. I don't care. I don't care what it was, really. It's just pretty to me. So that was ultimately why I picked it up and kept it and cut it and kept it. But I don't know what it is. But you know what this is? Silicacy goodness. Silicate, silicacy, silicate, silicates. That's kind of what I was thinking, Ozone, when you were showing some. What's that doing in the middle of the prairie in Montana? That's got no business being out here in a prairie. Just kidding. I've got like 2 more really little weird ones that we're gonna look at. So I find these like completely agatized pieces that are sometimes completely full of tiny little shells. There we can see part of one right there. Part of one right there. I probably do. Karen, sorry, I'm looking at the comments, not showing you guys. So sometimes I'm finding my tiny little fossils. Is this glacial till? Where is this material from? All over the prairie. I find this stuff everywhere, all over, every time I go out. Maybe not this nice or this nice, or, you know, this might be, you know, particularly nice pieces. But this kind of stuff is everywhere. So I find all these little fossils in these jaspers and in agates and could be. I mean, we've got some little crinoid guys. Well, maybe not him, but that little round guy right there is a little tiny crinoid. He might be trilobite bits. Might be a trilobite butt. I might be wrong. I don't know what that is. Some kind of little long thing. Okay, what did Karen say? Yeah, we can chat about that, Karen, for sure. It might be. Like I say, I could be wrong. I think. Excuse me really quickly. Ugh, it's so gray and gross out. Who's that friend? Who is that friend? These all look like corals. I mean, maybe he is. He's just oblong shaped. I don't know. I find all kinds of fossils out here. And yeah, I find them from like just barely baked to like all the way cooked. Like, I think I have, like, here's a just barely baked. Get that one over there by my pinky. He's got a great little star formation in front on him. He's purty. You know, I call this just barely baked. Because this is soft. Like, yep, have a great day, sweetie. Yep, this is softer stuff. And to like fully baked. Barely cooked to all the way done. I don't know, you know. Cut the backed bit. I have a rock, I think it's in my pickup. Because I was at work one day taking pictures of rocks that I thought looked kind of crappy and sending them to you, Karen. It's a good sized, and I might have to cut this one really soon because this is like fully cooked. This is like agate material. And I'm not entirely sure that we haven't got some things going on in here. So I might have to cut this one too. And see what's crack-lacking in there. Look, there's a little druzy pocket in there. But I have a pretty good, like it's at least this big, if not bigger, like, do it, says Karen. Chunk out in the, actually, I mean, it's not, I find a lot of these, so hang on. I'll be right back. Let me go get it.
Look out, little dog. Look out. Look out, sweetie.
Oh, if standing right in the way were a competition of any kind, my dog would win. She would win first place. She's really good at standing right in the way. Okay, I want to cut this one for you, Karen. The backside's dirty with our local like limestone crud. But yeah. Like I say, I find, quite a bit of this kind of stuff. I find a heck of a lot of it, like almost every single brown jasper. They don't all have great big bits like that, but almost, I mean, a seriously large portion of jaspers that I pick up out here on the prairie have stuff like that going on in them. Yeah, so some fossily prairie bits for sure. Bear made a suggestion of some wood, so we'll get some wood in there too. What else should we send to Karen? With some rocks for the chopper first. Yeah, now that I'm finally feeling better, I cannot wait to get on that saw. And we're going to cut that big agate that you guys voted too. So, yeah, I don't know. So, yeah, like I say, not quite fully cooked. This is kind of softer material. Fully cooked, like agate. So we're going to have to get some stuff for Karen to look at. Wood is always cool. It's got to be different from what we've got here. Well, I don't know. Maybe not so different, Karen. Excuse my nose. I might have to sneeze. We'll see. Okay, I got another couple of new meteorites, and I have one more coming. It's been meteorites for my birthday this year. It's been so much fun. Yeah, that's true, Karen. I'll put my cup right there for now, but like I kind of wouldn't mind maybe refilling it here shortly. Excuse me. I almost don't want to turn you guys around. This has been working just fine. In fact, maybe I'll just do like this. Nope, I can't see crap if I do that. Oh, so this is one of my new meteorites. Got some fusion crust on that side. Oh, great big old chondrule right there. Lots of metal. So that's a beautiful piece. That is NWA 4411, and it's an H6 chondrite. So oftentimes when we get into the H's where there's a lot of metal like this, we don't get a lot of chondral action. Usually you trade one for the other. You get one bit of goodness and you forego the other, is usually how that kind of works. But in this piece, you get a little bit of both. So you'll see that on this side, all the metal bits are nice and shiny and the chondrules are polished. On this side, you'll see how like it almost has like a gold color to it. And that is rusting happening in this meteorite. That is all of that metal corroding into a more like hematite-like material. It is a beauty. Makes me smile. Okay. That's super cool and all, you guys. That's a nice piece. I'm really excited about that one, but
Love you, Mama.
I love you, sweetie. Have a good rest of your day. Maslianino? Maslianino? I don't know how to pronounce that. It's a 1AB iron complex from Russia. You guys, look. There's a heart in my mossy. I very much do too, Angie. This has been on my wish list for well over 2 years. I don't know. It's a toss between this one and the Admire. And I still have a like real fondness for my Shoto too. Like, those three are taking center stage in my collection for sure. I love that texture in the metal up there, how it looks kind of like a leaf or a snowflake or... Oh, man. Agree, Angie. Angie said that meteorite looks like art to her, and I really couldn't agree more. It's stunning. So, but I mean, you guys think that's pretty. I think you're forgetting how absolutely stunning this piece was too. I don't think I will wire wrap that one and wear it. Like I say, I've wanted that in my collection for at least 2 years. Look at the olivines in this bad boy. Like right there is some of my favorites. Right there. Oh, I love it all. And then the metal too in this piece is so stinking pretty. This one, when I was opening it, it was making a reflection across my face, and I don't think my Mosley's done that. Oh, you guys, look how absolutely stunning. Oops, too close. Too close. Enhance, enhance, enhance. Look, you can see the phone. Actually was really enjoying showing things this way because I wasn't fighting that. Then there it is. There it is. You can't show a good palisade without a good phone reflection getting in the way. Oh man, that's so stinking pretty. But yeah. Couple of my new pieces. And then I'm a sucker for chondrels, guys. Like, I really like pretty chondrels. This is that gold basin piece I picked up. From Topher. All of them from Topher, by the way. That is a beautiful piece as well. There's Sue. Hey, Sue. They love the Mosley. They say it looks like art. It does. Yeah, way too much fun, guys. And like I say, there should be one more. Otherwise, they'd be in the case and we wouldn't be looking at them like that today. I found two. I was, when I was going through looking for stuff to send to Karen, I found some, like, really old meteorites, like some of the first stuff that I cut. And I don't even know why I still have any of this, but oh man, what a hack job I did on this poor little piece. Birthdays are cool. Look, I've still got saw bits over here. but, and I tried to polish this side, but have this like weird wonky little edge over here. That is not a nice meteorite. I mean, it's not terrible, but I didn't do a good job cutting it. I did an okay job polishing it. But it's, yeah. I'm glad that I had nowhere to go but up from there. Yeah, that was an especially special birthday. You guys helped out a lot, making that really, really cool for me. So, you know, 40 it's been rough. I'm sick again. What are the dark lines called? They're probably shock veins or melt veins. In this one, I'm assuming you're talking about. This one had some lines in it. He hacked a bunch of stuff. Well, I tried to say something about that on the meeting the other night, and he got all touchy about it, called me a bad name. Just kidding. But again, you've got nowhere to go but up. When you start with stuff like that, you're going to make those mistakes. And to know better enough now to look back and say, oh, that's terrible. Like, I mean, nothing to do but fix it, carry on. And, it might be time to rehome some of this stuff. Maybe. Now that I've got obviously much nicer meteorites to put in my case, it might be time to kind of vacate some of that earliest purchases, science experiments. Because he knew it was totally true. She says it was totally true. No, I don't mind that either. Like, I was just thinking, Topher and Sue just put out a new business card and things like that. And then, oh yeah, here it is. So it's got Sue's name on it now too. Topher and Sue. And then when you turn it around, it's got Topher and Sue's. I'm not sure Topher and Sue's. I can't see the numbers and they're backwards to me. But it's got both their IMCA numbers on it. So get you some. But then Sue said, so she sends these cards that you don't have to, but you can fill all of this out and put it into your display case with your meteorites so that you know when you purchased it, what it cost, and it's now got both Topher and Sue's IMCA numbers on the back of it as well. So I think that's really cool. I actually really like to have these in my display case with my collection. Again, I like to have that, when did I get it and how much did it cost, right on, and that's, I put it this way out so that the cost and the date isn't, yes, I do. I do have an IMCA number too. I put my IMCA number on stickers because everyone loves a sticker. We should do that for you too, Sue. There's my IMCA number. That's mine. That's my number. And you can't just join the IMCA. We've been through that a little bit before. I mean, you can, but you didn't know that, Bear? Oh, Andrew, I'm so excited for you. So excited. I actually read it right, even though it was misprinted there, Andrew. Bear. I think I even sent you some of my stickers with that piece that I cut and sent to you. I'm sure of it. IMCA numbers 6283. Check your stickers. Is that me? Anyway, yeah, so I'm super close to putting this stuff in my case, but I'm glad I got to show you guys a couple of new ones last week and a couple of new ones this week. And what else is going on? I feel like I had something else I wanted to talk about. Yeah, bummer. Wonder why so slow. On Saturday, though. That is just a couple days away. Yeah, and Andrew has a sticker and a meteorite. Good. Yes, that was for winning the Valentine's Day questionnaire. Who else did that? I can't remember right offhand. Who else won that Valentine's Day questionnaire? Is it Easter that's got him slowed down, you think, Sandmaker? Yeah, Bear and I are both way excited for you. Yes. Good. Good, Rufo. It is so exciting. Andrew, you have no idea. You have no idea what you're in for. We could all try to tell you, but it's like telling a little kid that something's hot. Don't touch that, it's hot. They don't understand what hot is until they find out, oh, that's hot. So we can tell you, like, we're so excited for you, but you have no idea until you actually open a package from Topher and Sue. You know, you make a good point there, Sue. It's pretty crappy out here right now, too. So I had one delayed for, not meteorite package, but something else delayed for weather earlier this year, too. And it was bad out. Oh, it's okay. I'm actually feeling so much better today than I was the past couple of days. Aw, thank you, Sue. Well, you know, you're too kind. Opening a package from you, like, and I'm working on a video, you guys. Like I say, I just want it to be something I'm really proud of, and instead of a 3-part video, I want it to be all together. I bought my meteorites from Topher and Sue. Absolutely, Angie. Right there, YouTube. There, go to topherspin@q.com, email them. If you look them up on Google, there's a tiny URL thing. Maybe a wrencher could help out. If there's a wrencher. Betty Jane, you've got a wrench. Can you? And yes, this one that you guys really adored was the Massialiano. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. And it's in their inventory right now. They've got just a couple pieces of it left. And the gold basin, which was also, remember, super pretty. They've got some of these gold basin pieces in their inventory too. They've got all kinds of beautiful stuff in their inventory. And some of it's more pricey. I've seen Earth Rocks go for more, believe it or not. I've seen some things like, you know, fire obsidian and things go for far more than some of our, you know, meteorites that I think are beautiful. But some of them are really quite affordable. You can get some unclassified NWAs that are really pretty for, like, you know, anywhere between 50 cents and $1 a gram. So yeah. No, I purchased it from him. I cut it. I gave it to you. It's got my IMCA number on it, my IMCA stickers with it. And that's just so you know where I got it. where it's been and how it got to you. So consider that a really like generic rough chain of provenance. It's pretty rough, but there it is. Bear. That's funny. And 12. Yeah, why? Who's forgetting to do the things? Can I see the cardigan? I wish that I had more of this. I think it's... It's okay, Bear. Oh, the Patreon information. I was looking down here. I was like, where's the Patreon? It's up there. So yeah, you're going to be looking for Topher spin meteorites, Angie. Absolutely. Absolutely. Got stickers too. Thank you, Bear. Thank you, Bear. Sorry. Yeah, so how's them apples, guys? So we've got all kinds of stuff going on. I've been putting together a couple of different packages to send out. I felt well enough to work on that a little bit last night. So like I say, I've got this like kind of hodgepodge little collection of like friends that I found along the way, you know, like, is he our friend? What friend is he? Hi, friend. Is he a friend? Or just a really weird rock? There's many, many, many friends in here. So many friends. And a whole galaxy of friends. So I spent a lot of time last night with like greetings and salutations to many little tiny friends, and then trying to decide how many of them should stay here to have some fun in the Tumblr with other friends, and how many of them should go to visit Karen and live with Karen for a while. Which, bouncing back from not feeling very well, and the whole dang town is sick too. That's kind of the thing about being in a small town, is you can just like kind of watch them. It's like playing Russian roulette to go to work. It's like, let's spin the wheel and see if I can get sick today. Nope. Made it. And then I get to go in again and nope, dodged a bullet again today. Whew. And then spin the wheel, and then nope, today I get the crud. Oh, so bouncing back from that a little bit, it was nice to just kind of just zone out, put the headgear on, and just kind of, you know, like I say, take a slow pace and go through some of the little guys and decide, you know, what's worth sending to Karen and what's worth putting through the Tumblr and things like that. So kind of had two little piles started, one for this, one for that. Also, like I say, I've been packing him around for a minute because I do want to chop him up and get some of his bits to Karen. I can't chop him, Karen, because I sent the other half of him to Bear. And that's Bear and I's buddy rock. But Sue. That boils down to you doing a really good job, Sue, is what that boils down to. Because, again, you can't make me or Bear tell a lie. We are straight shooters, we're honest people, and you can't, no one's gonna force us, twist our arm and get us to come along and say things that we don't sincerely believe in. And so when Sue says we need to get Allison and Bear as our PR managers, haha, you're getting that honest feedback from us because you're doing a good job. And so, I mean, we wouldn't rant and rave and say that we love what you're doing if we really didn't. I know that for a fact. So I know that's how I feel about it. And I'm fairly certain that Bear too. We may joke around a lot about stuff and be silly and things like that, but no, when we're saying, hey, we'll work for Space Rocks. Agree, Bear. Agree. Hey, Sue, get in touch with us later. Anyway, like I say, I've been dillying and dallying with some stuff to head out to Karen, and then I have a surprise birthday box to go out. And I have a box that I've been getting ready for Rufo. Again, Rufo saved the day the other day. Rufo saved the day the other day when the trolls were coming through the chat like crazy. And I've had a piece picked out for him. And then he said, too, that he would really like a piece of this as well. And so there's a little box getting packed up to head over to him, too. I just found out that Angie had a birthday and Jeff is getting ready to have a birthday, so I would be more than delighted to get a couple other small little packages, woohoo, put together for their birthdays. Oh, thank you so much, Chris. Yeah, you guys are awesome. And that same thing, you know, same feeling is extended out to the community as well, where Rufo said he's always glad to help. He's always, you know, more than happy that he can help. And same thing goes. I might not be the person who can fix the trolls in the chat, but I'd be more than happy to come, you know. Again, if I truly believe, like, again, Rufo, when he was having his cabin slab and sale there, and I was like, you guys, oh my gosh, please take that away before I can't look. Oh, you know, I truly feel like that. I'm truly excited to help him because he's got some beautiful stuff. Karen too. Like my little side project for Karen over here. Yeah, buddy, I'm excited to see what she can do with some of that stuff. Angie, you're the best. So yeah, I'm kind of sneaky sometimes like that, but it's in a good way. Like, I know Bear was saying, you know, you don't think she's paying attention sometimes to like what you're claiming or what you're, you know, commenting is super pretty, and then you go open a box and surprise there's a piece that is as close to that as I could come up with, and you're like, how did she know? Because I'm paying attention. So true, right? It's okay to have more than one favorite, Bear. I've got, right now, I think like 3 favorites in my collection, maybe even more than 3. I've got several favorites. I got a handful of favorites. It's okay, Angie. I probably had an open box for Bear for like 6 months. And he didn't even know it, but I was just, you know, squirreling things away for him as I thought about it. And that's, you know, kind of what I've got going on right now too is, you know, there's just an open box for, you know, so and so here and there. And then, you know, as I pick that up or do this or cut that or, you know, whatever, somebody commented, I sure wouldn't mind seeing a piece of hand wrapped glass jewelry in one of my boxes sometime. Well, it happens to be that someone's birthday coming up, so you can bet I'm gonna tuck a little piece of that in. So I do too, Angie. Yeah, I have expensive taste in meteorites as well, but I also, if if you really pay attention and really do your homework, really ask Sue a lot of questions and tell Sue what you like, uh, you can get pieces that are affordable. Understatement of the century, says Bear. Yeah, but sometimes I miss some big things too because my friends were planning a secret surprise and I had no idea and they were blatantly giving me clues and I just took it all at face value and was like, "Hey, great. Hey, Josh, joining us on his lunch break." Understatement of the century. I get a kick out of it too because I asked Bear the other night, I'm like, "I'm making Karen a box. Can you think of anything?" And he didn't even see the message or reply. And I was like, oh yeah, of course. And I'm like, "Hey, thanks, Bear. Thanks for letting me bounce that idea off you." And he's like, "Yeah, it's a gift, I guess. You're welcome." It was funny. I gotta refill the old mug. This is unacceptable and it's been like this for a hot minute. Ooh, I got something cool for you guys to look at while I do that. And then I'm kind of open to suggestions about if we do anything else or what that might be. I should tell you guys too. Deep boop. Do the thing. There we go. Look, I still haven't killed all of the rocks. I've definitely killed a couple of them. You can see their little wilted corpses in there, but I haven't killed them all. Do pretty good. All right, try not to end the live. Hey, get in the thing. Sorry, you guys are gonna have to look at the inside of my hand there for just a second. You guys were pretty slick about that, Bear. That was fun. Too much fun. Oh, do please enjoy that while I take a quick bio break and fill my cup up. Can you see it? Do you need to focus some more? Now it's not doing anything for you guys to watch anymore, is it? That's my like laminar flow tool toy. Can you guys hear me? It was touching the volume thing there. How about now? Is it now it's loud? Yes, okay, good. Anyway, there's like micro silicates in there. And when you give them a little flippy flip, they do cool, beautiful little patterns. And see what happens. That's actually not a bad idea. That explains a lot, chubby hubby. Just kidding. Just kidding. All right. Enough of that, probably, huh? It smelled so good, though. Yep. I was hanging out quite a bit back in my like early 20s. I worked on a dairy, so like from 3 o'clock in the morning until like 7 o'clock in the morning, and then from like 4 o'clock in the afternoon until like 7 o'clock in the afternoon, you know, whatever, twice a day. And so I had some time in the afternoon and evenings, and I went and worked at an auto body shop quite a bit. And the guys in the paint room were like super goofy, if you know what I mean. And so I was kind of like, maybe I don't need to hang out in there. It smelled so good though, says Chubby Hubby. Yeah. Ooh, Karen. Karen's melting metal. I love it. Love it. Yeah, so it is probably the same stuff that makes your paint shiny, though. Is that tiny little actually use that powder stuff to in my epoxy. It's to make your epoxy resin do different stuff. And I've got some that glows, and I put it in my needed 6-inch, but he needs 8. That is totally true. Well, Sue, I have a 6-inch machine. Want to make a deal? Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, this stuff is what I've used in my coffee table. And so that's so cool that I put the glow in the dark this stuff in my coffee table, because every time I am checking things out with my UV light, it like fully charges my coffee table. And so like all of the little cracks and little wood grains and things light up and glow in my coffee table. It's kind of fun. Yeah, well, accidentally order him the wrong swimsuit next time, Sue. I think deep down inside he wants the mankini instead of the swim trunk. He just isn't. He's too shy to say so. Just kidding. I do. We should see that table sometime. It's like so covered in crap. But I do have like I did some other stuff too with it because I had stuff, you know. Let's see if I can clean this up real quick. Yeah, I've got it's an old spool top, and I put 2 like miniature sawhorses underneath of it and made a coffee table. No, this poor thing is not going to clean up anymore. So there's like a little wood knot in that spool, and I nest this little shell into that little you know, wood grain hole that's naturally in there, and then I always put like little rocks that I'm fascinated with right now, or if I'm like working on smaller pieces. So like here's a little fossil guy, a little fossil bit. He'd be the kind of guy who would live in there. My hair's a mess today too, Rufo. It's okay. Let's see, there it is. And so I put the UV yeah, like I say, it's like it's a powder. It's a really thin powder. And then my whole table glows like that. I've got the ring light on, so we've got competing light, but high tech. Sue, I run high tech. So yeah, it's just a regular old shell. And like I say, the poor thing, like, I don't know it's not coming out though. I gave it a little rinse and but yeah, that glow lasts quite a while, really. Like, honestly, I can still see it. I can still see it in there glowing. Still glowing, but the lights are so bright. Oh my goodness. Yep. Mm-hmm. I want to feel like an astronaut. And instead I just feel like Joe Dirt. I'm like, look at that. Looky here. I got me a meteorite. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I bought my small saw and my flat lap because I wanted to be able to get into some of my earth rocks and meteorites and things and get a feel for what's going on inside of those rocks. You know, that was definitely for scientific curiosity. Like, I have to, because I was just grinding my rocks on a bench grinder, which works. You can get a window into a rock like that, but but for cutting and polishing, this is another like really junky meteorite that came from like one of my very earliest purchases. So for just to do this kind of work though, that little 6-inch 6-inch high-tech saw and flat lap do great work, right? So I had definitely probed the crew before I purchased. I was like, you know, what kind of tools am I gonna need if I want to be cutting and polishing meteorites at home? And that was pretty much the crew's answer. And I'm glad I went with high tech because there's a lot of companies right now that are just not doing very good. And I haven't heard anything about high tech lately. As far as I know, they're still doing okay. So, but I also have, and Sue, this may be something that you and Topher might want to know for future, especially your light cuts. I have ordered the knockoff wheels, the cheap wheels. Oh yeah, they're in here. I've ordered okay. So these are the wheels that they come with, right? They come with a good, 180 or whatever that is, and then on down they go. There's one more too. It's the blue one. It's on the machine right now. That's terrible. It's on the machine right now. And I've wore them out, right? Especially bad. A few of them are especially bad. They're getting like, you can almost see your reflection in that wheel. That's pretty bad, right? No more your lights. I've ordered real cheap. So you can get one of these that's just a backing wheel for, I don't remember what it was, $7-8. And then you can get the wheels, and you should probably stick them somehow, but I don't. I just make sure I get it lined up nice so I don't get a bad wobble, and then tighten it on down to my machine. So if you wanted to order the cheaper, just the discs and one backing plate, or a couple of backing plates and a couple of these cheaper discs, I had to. I mean, I had to. Because when I'm doing things like agates and pet wood, I was just blasting through my discs. And so these I thought were just as good. Just as good. In fact, the life on these might have even been a little longer, a little better than the 180 that they sent. So that's always an option. Yeah, have a great rest of your day at work, Josh. Don't work too hard. Remember to act your wage. Yeah, same goes, Karen. Hopefully they're around for a long time. I'm just catching up on the chat here. Sorry, guys. I'm not spacing off, I promise. Yeah, so kind of the same thing there, Laura Tone has got limits on some of the things you can buy from them right now. So hopefully there'll be a knockoff guy who's making parts that'll work for your machines still. And again, this is not a high-tech backing plate or wheels, but they work great. They work great on my high-tech. Yeah. Yeah, or that, Karen. Or if someone decides to buy the company and keep it going, yeah, that would be great too. Even if they, give it a new name, and hopefully you guys will still be able to get parts for your machines. And if not, at least, like I say, find some alternative ways to make it work. Yeah, I'm not so sure how much longer we're going to keep on going here. Like I say, I really didn't have a very good plan. Hadn't been feeling very good for the past couple of days. Started on Sunday, like right after the gig, the weekend at the gig and the band, and everyone up there was kind of not very well. And then I came home and I was like, man, hope I don't catch that. Sunday rolled around and I was like, curse, it's my day off. And Sunday, I call it, I always say Sunday fun day. Sunday's the day when I'm kind of doing a lot of my video editing. If I'm doing video editing, I've been sucking at that lately, and cutting and things like that. And I was just not feeling well. And then Monday, I didn't sleep well Sunday night, and Monday rolled around and I only had a few hours of sleep, and I had to get up and go to work. And see you, Andrew. And I worked really hard that day because I had some kind of body aches and stuff. And if I stood still, it was miserable. As long as I kept moving, wasn't too bad. So I like super overdid it on Monday. And then Tuesday, I was like, yeah, I got a special seat on the struggle bus today, don't I? So Tuesday was a little better than Monday, but not very much better. And today, I'm so glad to report to you, Yes, I sound a little bit bad, but I've got no cold medicine on board, and I feel fantastic. So you bet your bottoms I'm gonna be cutting some stuff today. So, and I didn't show you guys everything that I'm sending Karen. You know, somebody said, "Oh, spoiler." Like I say, she's gonna get way in there and show us some of the cooler stuff, and I didn't blow the surprise totally. But yeah, final call, and by all means, if you think of something later, drop it in the comment on this video. If you can think of something that I've forgotten that you'd like to see Karen look at, please say so now or in the next week or two, so that we can get that over to her and get that under the micro zone. Yes, absolutely will do, Karen. Absolutely will do. Come tell you how I have no idea who these little friends are, but there they are. No. Yeah, and we can do some chatting too, Karen, before that, so that we can both be familiar with what kind of levels. I do know the names, but I don't want to misquote myself here. So, again, Baird shared that really cool interactive map, and so we can talk about some of the names of the layers that I'm pulling some of these fossils out of. Maybe get a better date on some of those. So I'll send you some messages before all of that happens, before you know we're in the middle of a live and don't know what we're talking about. Which is fine. I do that all the time. I seldom know what I'm talking about, but we somehow seem to make it work. But yeah, I find all kinds of stuff that I just cannot put my finger on. And I've got some good fossil books, which has been a lot helpful in that journey. But I mean, the name Prairie Girl should say a lot, right? Like, I'm a prairie girl. So some of that fossil-y stuff, it may have a living relative even that it resembles now, and it's just like, it don't look like anything I've ever seen, and so I'm not even identifying them. And some of it you couldn't miss if it fell out of the sky and hit you, because it's definitely, you know, there's definitely a fossil happening there. And even the layman who knew nothing about fossils would say that there's something going on there. So some of this I do know what is. I mean, a lot of it that's super common that I find a lot of, I do know what is. But every once in a while, I find a real weird something or another that I just am not sure if it's plant, animal, plant, if it's right side up or upside down, or if it eats through that hole, or if that's an exit hole. I mean, just some of the biology of sea critters is pretty freaky stuff. Excuse me again. For sure. Spaces between synapses. Yeah. Yeah, and I might have jury duty next Monday and Tuesday. Ha ha ha, isn't that funny? I say might because it says to call the night before to see if the trial is still scheduled. So, fingers crossed, everyone. Behold the power of the group. Everyone collectively cross your fingers and hope that this trial will be postponed until I'm no longer on selected jury duty. Fingers crossed, crew. So, yeah, because I ain't got no time for that. I'm so busy. I'd rather be cutting rocks and doing stuff than that. What else do I know? Apparently there's Maker's Challenge coming up because everyone's working on that. I think too that, excuse me, Kate from Katie Did is all appendages crossed for me to duck duty. I think Kate's doing another, it's not really a maker's challenge, but the Heart for Rocks. Do you guys remember the Heart for Rocks last year when all the money earned from that collective group project went to support the girls' geology camp? I do believe Kate is gearing up to do that again. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And then, yeah, everybody's been a little busy with their Makers Challenge projects. Excuse me again. Ooh, keep your eyes out for the unofficial Maker Show and Tell on the Discord. Interested, Rufo? Interested. Interesting. Ah, there's the map. You guys, if you have not clicked on that map and looked at, it's going to drop a pin probably somewhere in Utah, but back out of that map that that Bear just shared and check out your local stuff. If you read it, yeah, okay. And then Rufo was just saying that Kate is debating opening it up to men this year due to lower numbers. If she does, he might be in. I believe her theme this year too is, what is your favorite material? So you'll make a small video of what is your favorite material to work with. You'll make a small project with that material and then send it to her for the heart. And then the heart gets auctioned off and then proceeds go to a girls' geology camp. Yeah, do click on that link, you guys, and check out your local stuff. The link that Bear just shared, that geology thing. Oh, take that tool right now and put it in your toolbox because that is invaluable. Yeah, Rufo. I don't know if I'm gonna get in on that this year. I really should, but we'll see. Jury duty and stuff keeps. And I've had it. I don't want to. I've had like a funeral every other week. It seems like for the past month and a half. So that's been chewing into my video editing time. So you guys are probably wondering why I'm dropping off the map with the video editing, and that's why. Because I've had a lot of other personal stuff when I usually have had time to do video editing. So hopefully we'll get back on track. If not a video every week, at least one every other week would be great. So, and it's gonna warm up outside, so we're gonna be getting some footage. I had, like I say, so much going on in my personal life, and then, you know, it never ends. Of course, then I get a mail, letter in the mail for jury duty. But I had a lot of video for making videos, recorded footage for making videos, and I kept going through it, and I was like, I don't know what is wrong with me. This is terrible. Like, lots of great footage, but how to make a viewable video with it I was like, I don't know what is going on. I've never had this issue before, but yeah, I've got some older video footage, but it's just not making a coherent video. And so I've been able to do it now for a minute, that and alive, and I was even able to do it so that I was a week ahead. Each week I was a week ahead with my video and ready to go. And so that kept me at, that helped me to tread water for just a minute. That kept my head above water for just a minute. But then I had some things to do that interfered with, and then pretty soon I was just drowning. So, oh well. I'm not too hard on myself. I'm not gonna stress over it and be like, oh no. Like I say, I'm gonna bend just a little bit. and say it's okay, you know, we'll try for maybe one every other week for now, and if we can get back on the one a week schedule, that's great, and if not, then one every other week would be fine too. And if I missed that, then I apologize. I love you guys very much, and I'm doing the best I can to keep you with new and exciting things, you know, around my living room / workshop. So 2 characters too long. Cool. Interesting information. Bear said he wants to share the whole thing, but it's like 2 characters too long. And then, let's see. Rufo says you can cut off the HTTP part and put it on there and it'll still go usually. Yeah, for sure. Thanks, Sandmaker. Yeah, like I say. And I've always, with my channel too, I've always marched to the beat of my own drum. I'm not an analytics watcher. I'm not, you guys are going to be here watching if you enjoy what's happening here. And if not, then it's okay. So, yeah, I mean, there's some, you know, I'm not here begging, you know, like, subscribe, like, you know, subscribe, you know, like, subscribe. You know, I'm just really happy to spend this time with you guys and we get to geek out like we're nerds. We are nerds. And I love that. So, yeah, if I get all too hard on myself, then it's not fun anymore, and that's not okay. So, and I think you guys know too. You guys can tell that this is fun for me. And if I came to this hangout every Wednesday with an attitude like this was work, I don't think it would be fun for any of us. So there's, again, I march to the beat of my own drum, and I hope that that makes things enjoyable for everybody. There it is. Don't erase it, Bear. There it is. Everybody click that. Save it. Nope. Says Rufo. It's actually, you're right. Could you copy, click, and add the HT? Yeah. Thank you so much for trying, though, Bear. And everybody for your suggestions and trying to help him. No, he's trying to share the geology, the interactive map. So you can click where your rock counting spots are, and it'll tell you what formation you're digging in or hunting in. Excuse me really quickly, guys. Yeah, thank you guys for trying. Because that is the coolest thing ever. I geeked out on that thing for probably a little too long, but I had a lot of fun doing it. So, you screenshot it and then copy and paste, cut and paste. Either way, even just knowing that that's there, you guys can hopefully find it. Hopefully find it and put it to good use. Oh, still. I gotcha. There we go, nose. So yeah, what else? I don't think I have anything else. I kind of look around. I do want to get onto the small saw a little bit in the near future too, because I do have, like I say, some of these little ends and bits and things. And also, Andrew just vamoosed, but and this isn't Andrew's slab, but Andrew wants me to chop his slab for him too. And I may cut a couple of these, in fact, into some smaller pieces. I may even make some small pieces. I really want to, if I have the energy, cut and pre-shape some pieces. Not all of this slab either. I got tons of slabs that I'd like to cut. And I even have some junk. I even have like little junk bits. Like, why wouldn't a girl just go ahead and, you know, make that an even little bit right there and then throw that chunk in the tumbler? So I have some little like saw bits, little ends and things that, exactly, well, not junk, right? But these were remnants off of another project, right? And so why not come through? It's time to fire up the little saw is what I'm really trying to say. And pre-shape some of these and get them onto the cabbing machine and get them pre-shaped so that they can hit the tumbler, because we have one more week tomorrow. The kids started the tumbler this last week, so tomorrow we have one more week and we'll have an empty barrel. So one empty barrel. That one barrel is 1 week behind the other one. So I do want to do some trim saw work. And if I can, I've got a big rock in the saw still. I still have the end of this oh so sexy piece in the saw. I've had it, it's been in there waiting for me to feel better. So there's, like I say, maybe 2, maybe 3 more slices on that piece before it comes out of the vise. And then we can do some other stuff. And I do want to do the big agate. The nice thing about, like, this, I want to cut this one for Karen. This will go fast. This is a softer rock. This will go real fast. This will broop, broop, cut right up and be out of the saw. Probably take longer for the fumes to settle and for me to open the hood than it probably will even to cut this. Happy little scraps. Now this agate, on the other hand, is the kind of thing that once you get the saw going, you can kind of walk away. And so hopefully I can get this agate started cutting, and once it gets cutting a little bit and I'm sure that everything in the saw is going good, I can kind of come around the corner here and run the trim saw for, you know, get a couple things trimmed up, go back, finish this cut on the big saw, open it up, crank it on over, get it going again, and then come back over and work on the trim saw a little bit. That's the plan, right? But we'll see how that goes. I also have to, you know, do other things. I have to be a mom in there and stuff, to stop and cook dinner sometime in there. I don't want to do that. I can't, you know, can't not though. So yeah, my little scrap bucket, little goodies in there. There's all kinds of little goodies in there, all collecting up to someday maybe meet the tumbler. Yeah, so that's kind of, I think, my plan. Bear? Please do share, Bear. Please do share. I need a better one than I already cut. Interesting. So Rufo's headed back to the club to run the trim saw there. I know, I'm excited. I'm excited, Bear. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. I'm sick when I'm singing. Of the sass bear. I've tried to gently nudge him that way too, Karen. I also told him he needs to come on and on the micro zone and stuff, and he's so stinking humble. He's like, what? Oh no, not the bear. We'll push him a little. Not too hard though. Share, Bear. Because we care, Bear. Oh. Very mixed feelings, and I haven't even opened it yet. Okay. Yeah, I'm doubly curious now. I don't, he's got the patience of a saint or something, because he's held on to packages and been like, oh yeah, well, you know, I'll open it in just a minute. I'm like, open it now, Bear! I saw your green Lucky Care Bear once, I think. All right, so yeah, I'm really not saying or doing a whole lot here with you guys right now. I mean, I'm happy to be here, but we're not doing a whole lot. Oh, I can't do that. Like, I know Chris waited until Christmas to open his Christmas present, but... And I could maybe do that. Like, okay, if it's, you know, for Christmas or for my birthday, I'm going to wait until it's the actual time to do... But, oh, man, to just... Nope. Nope. No. I struggle. I want to shake it. I want to do all kinds of stuff. What's in there? Can I figure out what it is? What's in there? Can I peel the tape? Does it smell? I'm terrible. Attention deficit or something? Yeah, I'm with the Sandmaker on that. It's a package. Open it. And that's when she got hit with the anthrax. Okay, maybe that was a little bit much. Yeah, so we got some things to do for sure. I mean, in all reality, you guys could probably hang out with me while I did it, but hey, there's the saw, you know, like the blade would go right here. You guys would, if I was cutting and you guys were watching from there, you'd see my bum, a lot of my bum. Same goes with the big saw. So I think we'll probably have to call her a day so I can get some stuff done. Fair question, Bear. The ADD or the Carver's workstation? The station's new, the ADD is old news. Oh, goodness gracious. The guacamole twerk, that was, Sue, that was a special thing there. But so, like, for real, like, there... Sue was having a bad day, guys. And I sometimes, to cheer Sue up, I write very inappropriate songs for her and I to laugh about. Sometimes they're not very nice, but they're funny. And there was a bit of a... She was having a bummer day, and there was a bit of a guacamole incident. And I don't suggest that you do this, but if you search the guacamole song on YouTube, there are some songs, mostly for little kids. But there was one that was like, the guacamole, guacamole. And I was like, my kids, what's that move called? I do it wrong too, and they hate it. I do it like, oh, the floss. And I do it like this, and they're like, Mom, don't do that. So I was doing the floss thing a little bit in the guacamole. Oh my goodness, I probably just about threw my hip out doing this guacamole dance for Sue to brighten her day, but you guys get up and do a little something like that sometimes. You know, even though you, like, laugh hysterically at yourself, but to do the guacamole dance, like, I'm not joking, you guys. Like, it's silly, it's funny, but it gets your heart rate going to get up and move like that, to laugh at yourself, to dance like no one's looking. And you should be dying right now. Let yourself live that much. Yeah, I can't twerk, but I gave it my best go to cheer my Sue up. Oh. So yeah, nobody has any idea, I don't think, what we're talking about, but yeah, brush your teeth and wash your toes. What was the other one? Clean your something, and your, yeah, definitely wash your butt was one of them, because you should, otherwise nobody will want to hang out with you when you're in Tucson. So oh, good. Sue's got a little side market going on. It feels good to move your body like that sometimes and just make a fool of yourself. Oh, Bear has been known to twerk while he lurks. He's probably in his birthday suit and his bear claw slippers too. That's a good mental image, isn't it? And then Spot says she's always been thinking about trying more carving. Yeah? I tried. Okay, so here's an actual thing. Burn me a copy, Sue. Here's a real thing. I got the old Dremel out the other day because we tumbled some of that glass that had the textures and the patterns in it, and it came out really cool. Here happens to be a piece, right? The patterns and the textures made it through the tumble and are super pretty. So I tried my hand at glass carving the other day. I tried to just carve a simple little like PGR, PrairieGirlRocks, into a piece of glass. I thought I'll carve it in, and then it doesn't even necessarily have to be neat and tidy. If it's a little bit not pretty, it should smooth out in the tumble, right? There's a reason why Bear is the Dremel king. There's a reason why I'm not doing Dremel tutorials for you guys. Not gonna twerk. Oh. You should try it. It feels good. I've even seen the bears do it. Like the real bears. When they get up against the tree and give a little booty shake. Like I say, we can take ourselves way too seriously sometimes and sit at an office chair and just type all day and you know, I'm going to throw Topher under the bus right now. And then at the end of the day, he wants to put a heat pack on his neck, and he's got, you know, stress and tension all up through his neck because he's been working all day at his computer and taking things so seriously. That's fine. You know, you got to buckle down and get the job done when it's time to get the job done. But don't be afraid to be a little bit weird when no one's looking. Because sometimes, I'm serious, you got to laugh at yourself and do something where it feels good to break away from that keyboard and just like, one of my favorite moves is the inflatable dude outside of all of the the cell phone places there, the wind dude. Like, do the wind dude. I highly suggest you try it. It feels good. It's way better than this. Promise. Oh, some of us do the fall down dance, the shake a leg. That's right. Remember when you're down to shake a leg? Shake a leg. It just clicks, and then it becomes so much more fun. Well, good. Yeah, the wacky wavy arm man. Seriously, take 5 seconds to break away from that seriousness in your day and do that for yourself. You don't have to do the wacky arm wave, but just take a minute, take a deep breath, do a little stretch. You know, just a quick little something. It feels good, and it's good for you. It's good for your mood. Laughing and hanging out together is really good for your mood too, but don't forget about the physical body. Do a little something for it once in a while too. Well, I got good community here. How could you not be happy about, hey, oh, that's sad though. I was so happy just a second ago and now. Good to the last drop. So, yeah. Yes, if you need a tutorial about the waving arm dude, yeah. He's, I think, semi-famous. You should be able to find him all over the interweb. Oh, seriously, you guys. I mean, if you collected all the footage of me being absolutely ridiculous and put it into one, like Sue says, she's gonna burn bear a copy, you guys would probably start to wonder about me just a bit. It's okay though. Okay, so like I say, we're just now like tangent, right? So I'll probably have to just do something instead of Was he at the car dealership? I thought he was at the like all of the cell phone stores. I don't know where he's been. He's been everywhere. That waving arm guy, he's been around. He's been around. So yeah, we got some rocks to get to the big choppa, and we do have some small stuff work to do too. We have some small stuff work to do too. We have some small work stuff to do too. Oh. Thanks, Bear. Thanks, yeah. Oh. Woohoo! All right. So, yeah, those are kind of my side projects. I do have some packages that I've been working on, and like I say, my package list just grew a little bit this morning because I found out we've got some more March Madness birthdays out there, and I can't let those just slip by the wayside. Yeah. I swear, there's nothing in my coffee, too, by the way, except coffee and cream. You guys are too cool. You guys are too cool. I sure do dig you guys. So yeah, stay tuned. Like I say, one more week on the Tumblr, and then we'll be loading it up, hopefully with some really cool, like, pre-shaped cab stuff. That's my plan. And, yeah, sometime in the near future to get some of those packages out. Angie says the wavy dude's just full of hot air anyway. She prefers, I might be full of hot air too, but don't tell anybody. She prefers the old prairie girl. I gotta wait for Hubby's comment to move because it's not on my screen anymore and there's a little heart in the way. Real American heroes today. Did an interview with the wacky wavy guy? What's it say? We interview the wacky wavy guy. Oh, you guys are great. Sue, do you still have the like, wasn't it like Rick Roll or was it Rock Roll? Do you still have that video that Topher did where he did that? We'll have to send that to Bear later. Not falling for that again. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, I gotta cut it out. You guys are cracking me up too much. Seriously, we're getting way weird in here. I mean, that's what Wednesdays are for, but Rick Roll, yeah, okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, guacamole, guacamole. Oh. Goodness gracious. Until next Wednesday, guys, when we've got more stuff to show and talk about. Oh. Don't get mad, get glad. I should stop. Oh. Oh. Hey, and then John Saucer Hunter joined the meteorite meeting last Wednesday, guys. That was really cool. I wish he was here so we could talk about that real quick before I leave, but hopefully he comes again tonight. We did a a game that Sue built. I'm sorry, that had to happen. A Kahoot game, and so multiple choice sort of thing with meteorite questions. And John hung in there. He was like on the leadership board for the first question or two. And so hopefully he comes out and plays again. Yeah, he stayed for like 6 hours. Yeah, exactly. I think he enjoyed himself. So hopefully he comes out and plays again with us. So he had interesting information and stuff to share with the group. That was a lot of fun. So, and same to all of you, if you're not doing anything this evening, come and join the Meteorite group. Go to the Facebook page, Topher Spin Meteorites Facebook page, and there's a link in there for the Zoom. And you just get the little Zoom code. It's a 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 digit, not 3, 10 digit number. And then the password is Topher Spin Meteorites, capital T. Never gonna click that link. Never gonna get rickrolled again. Ooh, I like that. That sounds like fun. Sue says tonight we're gonna play Guess That Classification. I'll only think that's fun because I'm getting better at that. Before I was good at that, I would have been like, ha, this will be fun. Cool, 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 cool. And we're going to watch a sneak peek video tonight. Oh, goodness. What? Just kidding. Bear says Sue kicked me out of that Facebook group. Yeah, I'm getting better at it. So here's the thing. Like, you guys ever watch that guy on YouTube who goes around speaking all of the different languages? You guys know who I'm talking about? He's got a Chinese name. His name is Ari. His real name is Ari. And his YouTube channel name is like a Chinese name. And he's from New York. Yeah. Okay. We're going to watch that video tonight, huh, Sue? I'm very interested in that, actually. Very curious. I've heard the backstory. A little of it anyway. So, what was I saying? And for good reason, I don't take it personally. She made the right call. She did not. What was I saying about guessing the meteorite? I tried to come, but was locked out of it, so I haven't tried to guess. I guess I'm an undesirable. What? All right. I will send you guys the information, both of you guys, again tonight. I don't know if it's changed, but yeah, we will get you guys that information. And if you have it and you don't want to join, that's fine too. But if you have it and you want to join, then at least you can. So it looks like I'm sending that information this evening to J&V Rock Counting in case they want to join, and to Bear just in case he wants to join too. And I get it. You guys get busy. You don't want to be there. That's fine. But yeah, like Wednesday nights are busy for Bear. So, and a lot of times, you know, that's okay. We'll record some stuff here and there, and you guys can see what you're missing out on sometimes. A lot of the backstage stuff is a lot more funner than what we put out for the public, though. It's a Zoom call. Yes, Spot. Yes. It's a Zoom meeting, yes. Would you also like the information, Spot? There it is. You just go join a meeting on Zoom. You put that. Might be too many numbers. Sue, is it? Eight 2850-924. No, she's perfectly on. I can't believe I would doubt her on such a thing either. But yes, and then the password, make sure it's capital Topher Spin. then if you don't have an account, just give it your email address. It's okay. I think we get it. I read it out loud with the spaces in the correct spot. So hopefully interpret what I read into what Sue typed. Yeah, so like I say, I get it. Sometimes we're busy doing other things, but and again, too, Bear, if you're just busy doing things around the house and you can't actively participate, but you want to just kind of listen, lurk while you work. If you want to lurk while you work at the Meteorite Hangout, you guys are always welcome to do that too. You can shut your camera off. You can turn your avatar on. Both of those are options, so we don't have to see what you're doing. And you can turn your microphone off, so we don't have to hear you. So if you just want to show up to the Zoom meeting with your microphone and your camera off and just listen, you guys are always welcome to do that. Always, always. Yeah. You can come twerk on the Meteorite meeting and we would never know. So yeah, feel free to twerk while you lurk. All right, on that note, it's so time, you guys. I probably should have called it an hour ago before things got so crazy. I love you guys. This has been an especially fantastic. I did not have a lot of rocks to show. We didn't look at a lot. We looked at some really weird little friends. And then we just visited on a little tangent here. It's been a lot of fun, but I think before things get any weirder, it's time for me to go. Probably wouldn't hurt me to take a little decongestant, try to get some of this congestion under control before I get a little headache out of it. Because I can function as long as I don't have a headache. So, yes, love you guys. Cheers to you, and have a good rest of your week. We'll see you guys all this weekend, or maybe this evening. And do something nice. You know what to do. Go out, like one of those videos, leave a nice comment, let someone know that they're doing a good job. Keep up the good work. It helps. It helps to see your guys' reactions and stuff. Not only that, but it does help the algorithm so that everybody else gets a notification too when cool things like this are going on. It's okay, Sue. It's not too bad. I'm going to be just fine. So, yes, everybody be well. That's important too. Yes, do the things and be well. And we'll sing the song real quick. It's not going to be great, but I'll give it a go. Excuse me really quick. All right, everybody sing along if you know it. Pretty rocks out on the prairie. Pretty rocks are everywhere. Pretty rocks for us to look at. Pretty rocks are everywhere. There's a pink one and a green one and a blue one and a yellow one, and they all are very pretty, and they all are everywhere. Thank you guys. Have a great rest of your week. See you around. Yeah, peace, hippies. Love to my rock fam. Rock on.